Welcome back everyone. In this video, I'm gonna talk about how we change the size of your window dynamically based on what kind of view you render. Because visionOS is like a huge canvas that you can use to draw any size of the windows. But sometimes you might have a situation where you want to change the size of the window based on the content that you have in the view, right? So let's see how we can do that. So in the current app that we have, if you have been following along in the playlist or in the series, then you would know that we have this window, or we have this code where we are rendering this window with a smaller size, which is of size 200 by 200. How you achieve it? So you set the frame on the content, which is 200 by 200, and then in the window group we say window resizability content size, which will make it to the same of the content size. So let's see, when we open a globe, I want to change this content to reflect information about my globe, but I want to make this a bit bigger. Maybe my text is longer, I want more area to cover. So let's see how we can do that. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a view which is my SwiftUI view, which would say information globe information view. So in this view I want to create a v stack with the text information about the globe. I want to say font title and it's bold, and then I want to render text, more text. Say this is a globe which is rendered in the volumetric window, right? So I have this text. Let's see how we can see. Okay, this is my information now, and when I am opening the globe view, I want to change my view to globe information view. So in my app now I have content view, and whenever I am opening my volumetric window, I want to change this content view to my information view, right? So let's go and create. So for that I need to have kind of state in the app where I know, okay, which view is now changes. So this is a very brief or like a high level implementation. You might want to change this according to your application requirement. You might create an enum of windows where you say, okay, what is the current window and our current view. Based on that you want to change the sizing accordingly, right? So let's create a class, call it AppState, and maybe probably create a new file which is Swift, not Swift file, yeah, Swift file. Let's call it AppState, and then I want to say class AppState, and I want to import my combine. You can use observation framework, but let's stick to the combine for now, because that's more people know about it, but it's easy to just move from combine to observation if you want. So let's make it observable object, and I'm gonna create a published where is volumetric window open. So let's set it to false, and I want to create a state object here where app state equal to app state. So I got my app state now, and in this scene I want to set my not in the scene, sorry, I want to set in the window group, I want to set the environment object to app state, so that all of my windows will have access to the app state. So once we are in the content view, and when I click the button, when I'm opening the window, I also want to set my app state. So let's grab the app state here, environment object, where so private for app state. So I got my app state, and let's say app state dot is volumetric window open is equal, so let's say just toggle. So our volumetric window is now open, and in the window group I want to say if app state dot is volumetric window open, that render my globe information view, otherwise just render my content view, right? So once you do that, let's now what I want to do here is as well, I'm going to change the frame size here. I'm going to say width and height. I want to say 300 by 300. So now this view is 300 by 300, right? So let's come back here. Okay, so when window is open, we do that. If otherwise, we go back. So let's run it and see how it works. So we got the vision when we click open. So you can see that my main window is now resized to the different style. And when I close my window, oh, it didn't go back. Okay, so how do we do that? So when you close your volumetric window, I want my main window to change back to my content view. So let's go to the globe view, and then also I want to pass the app state here. Oh, sorry. I want to do is environment object and pass app state here. So in the globe view, what I want to do is in the reality view, when it disappear, right? So when it disappear, I want to say at environment object, so private var app state. When it disappear, I want to set app state dot is volumetric window is open to false, right? And let's run it again. So when you run it and when we open globe, you can see that our main window is resized. When I close this, you can see that your main window is now go back to, and then I can open globe and then close, and then it goes back here. And this is how you can whenever you have a volumetric window open and you are changing the content of your view to have maybe some action regarding to the volumetric window, and whenever you close it, you want your main view to then update accordingly. So you can use your state management accordingly. Make sure that you're passing the state around, and then just set the state, and then your views will just react to that. That's how you can change the size of the window in VisionOS, and how you can communicate between your volumetric window whenever it's disappearing. Just change the main size back. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.